Hey guys, welcome to another Gauging Gadgets review video. In this video, we have the brand new ROCCAT Elo 7.1 Air wireless headsets. So this is a headset designed for Windows 10 computers. It features 7.1 surround sound out of a 50mm driver in the headset. You also have some RGB LEDs on both sides of the headset. It has 24 hours of battery life, and then the headset is even self-adjusting so that you just put it on your head and it should fit perfectly. All that for around $100 for the wireless version. If you get the USB version, it's a little bit less expensive at $66. So check the links in the description to find those prices. Let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. So while I'm getting this open, I do want to thank ROCCAT for sending these so I can test them out. Thank you very much. And as you can see, we have the headset as well as some accessories right here. So first on top, we have the microphone, and this is going to be fully adjustable where you can bend it and kind of keep it in place. And this just plugs right into the headset. Then we have a very long charging cable, which is going to be Type-C right there. And this is going to be about 2 meters long. If the 24-hour battery life on this is not enough for you, you shouldn't have a problem wearing these and charging them at the same time. Nice little ROCCAT logo on the actual USB plug. Always a nice touch. And then we have the USB dongle that you actually plug into your computer, and this is what allows the headset to actually connect to your computer. That looks pretty cool as well, and it's not too large, at about 1 inch. After that, we have this envelope that has some information in it. We have a quick start guide, warranty information, and then we have some information about ROCCAT Swarm, which is the software you use to control these headsets and also control the LEDs, update the software for them, things like that. And we'll be going over that in this video. So now we'll get the headset out right here. And first impressions when holding these, very impressed with the weight of them. They don't seem to be too heavy for being wireless and also having 24 hours of battery life in them. Go ahead and remove the little plastic from the sides right here. Wow, get a really nice look at that ROCCAT logo. And this has the LED behind it that you can control in the app to do all kinds of colors. Get the other side off right here. So starting first with the earmuffs, as you can see, very large cushion. This is going to be memory foam. And it seems very soft, also big enough to definitely fit your ears in there. You shouldn't have any issues with these sitting on your earlobes, causing any discomfort. And also when that goes around your ear, it will block some background noise. So that can be really good for really getting immersed in games or whatever you're doing on your computer. You have a nice shiny plastic ring around the earmuff that just kind of adds a nice accent. And then as you can see, the earmuffs are on a suspension that allows them to bend up and down so that it can kind of fit to your head. And also these rotate first forward and then also backwards so that they can lie flat. Coming out of both earmuffs here, we have a wire that just goes through the headband here and connects them together. And then as you can see, the headband, this is that self-adjusting suspension that they talk about where it will self-adjust to your head. All you need to do is put it on. You don't need to pull out the sides of the headphones or anything like that with other headsets that you've seen. Then you have this nice metal band at the top, which is kind of a powder-coated black metal. Looks pretty cool. And then as you can see, the leather at the top does have nice ROCCAT logo on it. Very cool looking. And that's going to be kind of set within the leather. So it gives it a nice texture. Pretty cool. On the sides of the headsets here, we have some left and then right indicators. It's always nice to have those so you can quickly identify which side is which. And that leads us to the controls on the headset where you have nothing on the actual right earmuff right here, but the left is where you have everything. So first starting in the front of the left earmuff here, we have the plug for the microphone. You just put this right in here and it snaps in very easily. And then the microphone just sits in front. And like I said, you can adjust this however you want, either closer to your mouth, maybe away if you're going to be eating something or taking a drink. It's nice that it does stay where you want it to go. And you have some nice range here to move it around. After that, we have the Type-C connector, and this is going to be used for charging the device. You have a little LED indicator that shows the status of the headphones, either when they're on or off, things like that. And then you have a power button. After that, we have a mute button, and that will quickly mute the mic, which is nice. Next, we have a mic monitor kind of switch. You can turn it up or turn it down. And mic monitoring is just where you can hear your microphone in the headset, lets you know how you sound, if you're getting any feedback, things like that out of the microphone. Finally, we have one more switch that allows you to turn up and down the volume on the headset. So any audio coming into the headset would be controlled with this. So that's going to be it for the look and the design of the ROCCAT Elo 7.1 Airs. Let's go ahead and get them connected to my computer and we'll see how the microphone sounds, as well as go through the different settings and different features with the RGB LEDs that are available just to see how everything works. So to quickly get the ROCCAT Elo 7.1 Airs paired with your computer, all you need to do is plug the little dongle into a USB port on your computer. I'll go ahead and do that right now. Your computer should pop up and recognize it as a device for the Elos. Then all you need to do is hold down the power button on the headset for about 2 seconds. Once the LED stops blinking rapidly, it is connected to your computer and you're good to go. You can start wearing them. So before I show you a microphone test, I just wanted to give you a quick look at the LEDs. They look awesome, very bright and vibrant. Really love the different colors here. It looks awesome. Now before you set it up, it'll just rotate through colors. We'll get into that first and I'll show you how to actually change these. All right, so as you can see, I'm currently wearing the ROCCAT Elo 7.1 Airs, and all the audio you're hearing is coming through the microphone. I don't have any filters on or anything right now. This is exactly how it will sound if you use this microphone. So hopefully this gives you a good idea for in-game chat or recording YouTube videos, anything like that. And I really do like the way these look. I think they have a very cool look to them, especially with the LEDs. If you plan on doing any streaming, they will come through nice and brightly. As you can see, especially this side right over here with the much larger LED, looks really cool. Love the color, love the way you can customize it. So now that you've kind of seen what it looks like, what I'm going to do is switch over so that we can record my screen. We can go through the Swarm app and all the different options and features we have that we can configure with the ROCCAT Elo 7.1 Airs. So now I have Swarm pulled up and you can see that. So let's start out by going over the layout of the Swarm app just so you have an understanding of how everything works in here. First, if you have multiple ROCCAT devices, they will show up at the top. So you can select through those. You only need one piece of software to control and edit the features on all of them. Then at the bottom, you have different game profiles. So you can go through, configure the settings for when you game an FPS, when you game a game like Warcraft, and then when you're maybe recording YouTube videos or live streaming on Twitch, have all of that set up so you can just quickly change to those whenever you need to ensure that your audio settings, your mouse settings, anything like that are exactly what you want them to be for that usage. Then in the center here, we have the actual settings for the device that you have selected at the top. So for the Elo Airs, we have the settings and illumination. In settings at the top, they have the audio output settings. These are going to be any audio coming into the headset from your computer. So we have an equalizer, and this can all be customized, and then you can save your own presets here. And they also have many presets for maybe FPS or MMO or dynamic, action, explosions, which sounds cool, and then balanced. Then over here at the left side, they have where you can change the sample rate of the audio. You can turn on voice clarity, audio clarity, and also bass EQ. One cool thing I like about the settings within the Swarm app is they have these eyes next to everything. So if you're not sure what it is, you just hover over and it will tell you a quick explanation and description of what those settings actually change on your headsets. So that's going to be the settings for the audio coming into the headsets. When I scroll down in the settings, we have master volume. So this is the volume on my PC. We can change that. Then they also have some noise suppression. So if you're getting noise in the audio coming into you, maybe you're doing a Zoom call, you can turn up the suppression and then it will try to cancel some of that out. Just bring up the vocals so you can understand what people are saying. Mic monitoring, so I can turn that on, turn it up, and then I can hear myself in my headset. Under that, we have the wireless settings, and this is going to be your battery status, as well as enable a status icon in the tray of your computer in the bottom right next to the clock. And then we have the ability to reset the settings back to default. If maybe you change something, you don't like the way it sounds, you can fix that very quickly. Over here on the right, we have the surround sound settings. Now these do actually have surround sound. It's pretty surprising for headphones in this price range. A lot of headsets advertise surround sound, but these are actually the first where I can hear things around my head, in front of me and back. It's really interesting when you're in a game and you're using that. I do have it turned off currently because when I'm recording and I like to listen back on that, I find it better to listen to it in a non-surround sound. Under that, we have the microphone settings, and we'll go through those here so you can see what that sounds like. So you can change the mic sample rate. They do have a mic noise cancellation. We'll turn it off real quick so you can kind of see what that sounds like. Maybe you'll notice a difference. I don't notice too much of a difference with that, so I currently just keep it on because why not? Mic sensitivity, you can turn this up and down. And basically, if your microphone is not loud enough, this will make it more sensitive, but you might pick up a little bit more background noise, so just keep that in mind. And then after that, they have Magic Voice, which is really cool. So if I turn this on and I go to Monster,
you'll hear the voice change to a monster voice, which could be fun if you're messing with your friends on like a party chat or Discord, something like that. They have cartoon voice.
You can hear what that sounds like real quick. We have male voice, which actually does
Sound really good. I'm really surprised with how well these sound. And then we have a female voice.
So that's a sample of what those sound like. Turn that off.
Then finally at the bottom, we have superhuman hearing from Turtle Beach. So ROCCAT was purchased by Turtle Beach recently, and they brought over superhuman hearing. This I like to turn on when I'm playing Warzone and I'm in a house and I need to hear if someone's coming in the house, so I can hear footsteps or maybe them opening doors. It just brings up the volume of everything. You can hear everything very clearly. It's really, really cool. And then over in the illumination tab over here, we first can change what lighting system we're going to use. So you can use Emo, a lighting system which is intelligent, and it also will sync up your lights with any other ROCCAT devices you have. So they'll all be showing the same color and changing colors at the same time. They do have several different options for changing the lights. They have color cycle, fully lit, so it just stays the certain color. And then they have differences in the way it changes from heartbeat, breathing, and blinking as well. I like to let the intelligent lighting system do its thing. It looks cool, and I like having it change across all my devices. Underneath it, you can change the brightness, but with the other lighting systems, such as heartbeat, you do have the ability to change the speed of it changing the color and the brightness. And then over to the right, you can even change the colors right here and do a gradient if you'd like. All right, so that was a full overview of all the different options and available settings within Swarm, which is the software you use to control the Elo 7.1 Air headsets. All right, so now that we've taken a closer look at the headset and we've gone over the features and shown you the lights and everything, let's talk about my experience with them. So let's start with build quality and design. The build quality of this headset is very high. The plastic seems very high quality. It's not cheap. It doesn't seem like it's going to fall apart or is brittle, and there's nothing loose on the headset or anything that cracks when you move it. I think the headset looks great. The LEDs look very cool, the color changing, and also when they're on your head, it has a really nice profile that just looks robust and very cool in my opinion. Now, when it comes to actually wearing them, they are very comfortable, and the self-adjusting headband up here does do a good job of really just placing it on your head perfectly, where your ears are in the center of the earmuff, and all the weight is kind of held at the headband, so you don't have to worry about any discomfort from that. I did notice some issues with this. Because these are wireless, I noticed I was walking around my house a lot with them, listening to music or podcast on my computer, and when I walk around, this would adjust, kind of the weight changing when I would take steps, things like that. And you could hear that through the headsets. It was pretty loud and kind of annoying. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're going to be walking around, that might get a little bit annoying, just the noise of this changing when you're wearing it on your head. Other than that, the earmuffs are very soft. I do wish that these were more of the same memory foam that's used on the Turtle Beach headsets, but the very plush leather right here is very soft and does not cause any discomfort or pain on your head when you're wearing it for long periods of time. So very happy with that. Now, when it comes to the buttons down here, they're really easy to control and figure out which one's which. I found that when I was wearing it, I could easily reach back, turn up the volume, and turn it down on my head, or mute the mic. They're very easy to access and turn on. I really like that it's a Type-C connector and that they included a very long 6-foot cable so that you can charge the headsets while you're wearing them. You don't have to worry about the battery dying and you're not going to be able to wear it. The battery life claim of around 24 hours does seem to be accurate. It's definitely going to be affected by the brightness of the LEDs and also the volume of the headsets when you're using them. So if you want to have these on full brightness and you're going to be listening to a lot of loud audio, it's probably not going to be 24 hours, but I did find that to be accurate. And that brings us to the actual audio quality of the Elo 7.1 Airs. I did find it to be awesome. Like, these are really enjoyable to listen to either in game or music, podcast. Really everything sounds great, especially in games. You get a lot of good detail, and these do offer superhuman hearing, which really comes in handy when you're trying to hear things around you. I really like that a lot. When you're listening to music, it sounds great. All the bass and the highs come through very clearly with no tininess from the highs and no distortion from the bass. So it's a very good all-around listening experience. The microphone here is very high quality. I think it's going to be great if you're going to be using this for maybe Zoom meetings, in-game chat, party chat, things like that, or even your microphone for live streaming while you're playing video games. I think it'd be fine for that. There is a small amount of hiss in the headset that I really had trouble getting rid of. The noise canceling in the settings did not fix that. But like I said, the mic is not bad if you're doing in-game chat, if you're going to be doing live streaming, things like that where there is some background noise. it's not a problem. One thing I do wish they had is a way to store the little dongle. There is no like compartment where you can put it in, so what I found is I just kind of stick it in the headset right here. It does stay in there very well if you put it in there. I've had it in there the entire time I've been actually showing this on camera right here, and it hasn't moved. Overall, I really like the ROCCAT Elo 7.1 Air headsets, and I would recommend them to anyone looking to get a really nice headset for gaming that's not too expensive at only $100. They offer great sound quality, they are very comfortable for long gameplay sessions, and they're really cool with the customizable RGB LEDs in the right and left earmuff. And on top of all that, they're wireless with a battery life of around 24 hours, so you really can't beat that for $100. If you have any questions about the Elo 7.1 Air headsets, leave a comment below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to add an Amazon affiliate link to the description below so you can find these exact headsets on Amazon. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel, Gauging Gadgets, for more gadget reviews and tech tutorials. Thank you so much for watching.